epic structure. Tornado warning. Could have a potential or a tornado trying to form under that dust. Looks like it's got a like wispy little funnel. It's crazy, the rotation on those clouds. Swap lenses real fast in case this is something. Hey everybody, how's it going everybody? Wow, was kind of not expecting to see this many people in here. Thank you all so much for joining this. This is probably just going to be quite a difficult stream. Probably going to be all over the place with my scatterbrain like usual, like how I always am. I guess let me try to get a little bit better lighting so I'm not orange man. Yeah, I just appreciate everybody joining. It's great to see everybody so far. I probably should have like came up with a bullet pointed list to help me keep on track. But yeah, first let me just kind of greet some people. Hey Sydney, great to see you. Tim, of course. Hey Joseph, how's it going? Brittany, of course. Dreambird, great to see you. Catherine, great to see you. Hey Randy. Hey Sky. Taco. Your name is so fun to say, by the way. Taco King. I don't know. It just cracks me up every time. Taco. Hey Farmer, how's it going? Robbie, how's it going? Sydney. Hey Blondie. Great to see you again. Hey Brittany, how's it going? Hello, Frank from Germany. Hello, team. Yeah, thanks. Deep freezers. My parents got a bunch of crap. Oh, hi, Alana. How's it going? Alana, do you want to come say hi to people real quick? If you do, come back here real quick, and you can say hi to people. Hey, Natalie. How's it going? Hi, Melissa. Hi, Texas lady. Let's see if my niece wants to come back here real quick, and then we'll get this rolling. I think I hear her coming. Just waiting for it. Oh, I hear her. Yeah, here she is. What are you doing, Rugrat? You want to say hi to people? Oh, God, you are heavy nowadays. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Tell them your name.
Alana.
How old are you?
6.
6. Your birthday's coming up here in like a month.
A month.
Yeah, in like a little over a month. What are you doing?
Son.
Nothing. Okay. Close my door, please. Or not. This camera's gonna track me. This is fun. Okay. about this camera. Oh, hello, camera. I'm over here. Please track me. There we go. There you go, camera. There you go. Yeah, the maniac laugh. Okay, sorry. Let's get this on the road. I wanted to do a live stream. I'm sure many of you have seen this post now. It's on my Facebook. It's on the YouTube posts tab as well. I kind of just wanted to kind of talk about it. Just talk about everything in general. And kind of just not leave all of the viewers and everybody hanging without at least doing some sort of live stream and video, just kind of talking about it. So again, I'm probably going to be all over the place. What you doing? Can I let you know when you can come back?
Why?
Because I'm trying to talk. Well, don't just sit right there. I'll let you know on stream when you can come back. Huh?
What?
What?
What? What?
I'll let you know here in a bit when you can come back.
But why?
Because I'm trying to talk. Bruh. Close my door, please. All the way. Little girl. Okay. Yeah, once again, I'm probably just going to be all over the place. But this has been kind of like a looming long time decision type thing. She's sitting right out my door. She's very cute. Anyways, this has kind of been a long time decision type thing coming. Even without feeling a lot of these thoughts that I feel in this post that I wrote up earlier this morning, I was going to have to take at least somewhat of a temporary break from storm chasing anyways, just due to my debt. And hopefully everything that I say doesn't come off the wrong way or anything. Being a full-time storm chaser has been incredible. Last year I got to see and do a lot of crazy cool stuff, travel all over the United States and everything. Some aspects of this haven't been as successful or gone the way that I had hoped. Unfortunately, storm chasing is just very, very, very expensive, especially maintaining live streams, live stream equipments, data cost, all of that. And I haven't quite made the money that I would kind of hope that I could have. And a lot of chases, like I didn't even break even, just went into a lot of debt and everything. So even if I wasn't really feeling the way that I did in these, I was going to have to give it a temporary break anyways. My debt's out of control. I've mentioned it for months and everything. So I've basically just, maybe that's where quite a bit of this comes from, is just the debt is just drowning me, it feels like. And a lot of it's like out of my control too. Like I was trying to do Spark Walmart deliveries in the downtime and stuff. I guess I'll go back to just me. Was trying to do Spark Walmart deliveries in the downtime from chasing everything, and there's just so much of that was out of my control that I couldn't control. Some days would be really good, other days not so much. Anyways, that's kind of aside from the point. But yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of the best way that I kind of want to tackle this and approach different topics within all of this. But nonetheless, I wish people realized how exhausting, how difficult chasing is. And I'm not trying to like specifically attack anybody or anything or whatever, but I do think there's like a stigma or stigmatism, whatever the word is. Stigma, I think, is the correct word, regarding storm chasing, because a lot of the bigger name folks, they don't talk about the frustrations. They like hardly ever voice the frustrations because I just feel like there's this mantra that they have to be big, huge, tough guy attitude, yada yada yada, and just kind of, and maybe that's not the case for them, because with a lot of the bigger name people, they can they basically have all their chases funded, from sponsors and all different types of ways, so they don't really have to worry about that. They can go out there and have difficult chases and don't have to really worry about the next chase because they know it's being covered. Meanwhile, there's smaller creators like me. We don't have that luxury. We have to make sure that that it's a smart decision to go travel thousands of miles to. Lana, can you turn that down? You're gonna cause an echo. Love her to death, but when I'm trying to do something important like this. So yeah. To answer your question, Gene Burt, as of right now, my answer for that is I honestly have no clue. I have no clue. I guess just let me get into some parts of the post that I made, because a lot, like nearly everything in the post that I made has things that I've felt since 2021, probably 2021, honestly. Obviously I started storm chasing in 2018, didn't really see much. Why is she crying now? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go. Let me turn off this tracking. She just left the phone right outside my door. I don't know if you guys can hear it echo or not, but it's kind of. 1 second. Okay. I also need to take off my hoodie. It's kind of hot in here. Good. No, I don't have a family. It's my niece. It's my niece. Yeah, let's just get into portions of this post. So I started storm chasing in 2018. Didn't really see a whole lot. 2019 saw a little bit of cool stuff. 2020 really didn't see a whole lot. 2021, that's when it really kind of I guess somewhat blew up. Had a lot of successes in 2021, and then over the years it's just gotten to where it's been. But even back in 2021, it's like, back then I was trying to manage storm chasing as a hobby, but also like attempting to turn it into a business, into a full-time gig, while also working a full-time job on top of that. And that is also very, very extremely exhausting, extremely difficult. And it was a lot of damned if you do, damned if you don't situations back then. Even being a full-time storm chaser, it's been a lot of damned if you do, damned if you don't situations over the last year. It's just really difficult. Even like honestly, even when you have successes, many times on the chase days that I had successes, probably the most recent one when it comes to supercells and tornadoes was the end of August, which my picture is over there. I haven't hung it back up on the thing, but even that day was super exhausting. I had to. I think it was the night prior, or maybe it wasn't a day of type thing. Drove, clear up to South Dakota. That was a grind of a drive, and it's always kind of a gamble. Thankfully that day paid off, but even then it's like after the adrenaline wears off from the chase, you kind of have like a WTF moment of like, what the hell am I doing? Like, even though it was really fun, super successful and everything, it's kind of just like, what am I doing with my life? So I felt that a lot. Yeah, you're kind of spot on. Like Brittany said, maybe not necessarily rich, but a well establishing backing. Which I guess, like, in regards to that point, I've tried my best. It's a very difficult thing to manage, because me personally, like, I feel guilt just asking for people to subscribe and like the streams or subscribe to the channel. Like, I feel guilty just doing that. But I've tried to express the importance of, like, why it's so important, for like any donation amounts, whether it's $1, $5, $10, whatever the case may be. And, like, I'm not asking for donations. Like, I'm not going to be able to be out chasing because I've got a job lined up to start tomorrow and whatnot. But I've tried over the time to explain how important it is, to explain that, my channel is viewer funded and everything. And there's like a very fine line, maybe not even a very fine line, but there's a line that it's kind of difficult to manage, of trying to not make it seem like you're begging for donations, but just trying to make people realize how important it is that, they support some of the smaller creators and everything. So yeah, man, I really wish I would have made a kind of bullet point list, but even before making the decision to go full-time storm chasing, it's been just like a super difficult thing to balance, for literally years, whether what my life has evolved around. Wake up, what's the weather doing over here this day? What, yada yada yada. When's the next time I can go out chasing? Oh, if the weather's active, what's it doing? Are there any cool tornadoes? Oh, I'm missing out on those cool tornadoes because I've had a job to work. I couldn't make it, or it was just slightly too far after work, or whatever the case may be. So literally for years, like, weather and storm chasing is all that my life is, and it's tore apart aspects of my life. Yeah, it's just difficult. So, like, for years, it's always kind of been in the back of my head, like, man, I kind of wish I would have just never gotten to storm chasing. My life would be so much easier. Like, yeah, my life wouldn't have been as fun. I wouldn't have gotten to do what I've gotten to do and everything. But lately it's felt more like more grief and hardship and struggles, and rather than happiness. And, like, I can have a little bit of happiness here and there. Like, I've had that with some of these chases and everything, and then it kind of just goes back into the circle. But at that same time, like, I wouldn't have the community that I have. I wouldn't have all of you guys in here right now. I wouldn't know 3/4 of the people that I know now. A lot of my very, very, very good friends come from the storm chasing community, people I've met through storm chasing. A lot of my internet friends, I have a lot of internet friends. Nearly all of them would not even know them if it wasn't for storm chasing. So I try to look at it positively, from that aspect of, like, there has been a lot of good. So yeah, I've kind of felt that way for years, and it's torn me apart for years. Just trying to think of what else in that post. Like I said, I really wish I would have had, like, bullet points. Like, I had all this stuff that I was thinking about while I was sitting here waiting to start the stream and everything, and then everything is just just going sideways. And, like, I just recently started debating on if to do a stream, like, literally at like 5 o'clock. I was like, should I do a stream? Because I'd just gotten off the phone with one of my good buddies, once again, met through storm chasing community. So I was talking to him, and he's been in my shoes. He didn't do the full-time chasing, but he's been in my shoes where, weather eats him alive. And, this year, I think he said, is his 30th year chasing, which just is crazy. But he's done the media streaming. He's done the streaming. He's done that stuff, and he knows exactly how I'm feeling. So that was really a good conversation with him, and so I kind of just wanted to do the stream. And like I said at the beginning of this, I didn't want to just leave, all of the subscribers, all the members, and all that kind of just out on limbo. But yeah, I do kind of want to circle back to Dreambert's question of if I'm quitting storm chasing. And like I mentioned when I answered that question, also, I don't know if my mic is too loud or anything. Thank you so much, Roll Girl. I will definitely have a steak. I sincerely appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. What? I'm gonna accidentally make her mad. I'm not trying to. It's just she's very distracting, and like when I'm trying to have a serious conversation like this, like I need as minimal distractions as I can get. I feel bad, but anyways, yeah, back to kind of answer Dreambert's question. Just kind of for everybody, I don't know. I honestly don't know what's in store for chasing. Obviously, I start the full-time job, contract full-time job, tomorrow, and that'll last at the least 3 months. It'll probably get extended to 6 months, and then after the 6 months, no idea what's in store with that contract job. So that's the temporary for the next 3 to 6 months, is just working that job. Should hopefully be able to pay off majority, if not all, of my debt, which will be really good. But during that time frame, I was talking to my buddy a little bit ago, and I was telling him, like, yeah, right now I kind of really just don't want to storm chase. And he's like, come on, man, me and you both know that's not the truth. He was like, I've been in your shoes before, like I know how it is. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, because the next storm system that is in my backyard close to Wichita, Kansas, I'm gonna still monitor the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, and I'm gonna be like, oh man, I can't wait to be out. So I'll most definitely get out chasing here and there. Of course, it's gonna have to be, if it's gonna be in my backyard, like, should hopefully be able to chase after work. If not, it'll have to be on a weekend. But I will likely not live stream it, because a big part of this, thank you so much, James, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna miss seeing your stuff on Twitter, because I'm gonna try taking a social media break. Anyways, I'll get into that here in a minute. God, what was I just saying? Oh my God, scatterbrain, I hate it. A big part of also this is, like, I'm sure a lot of you, I know some of the mods have been able to tell recently that I've kind of lost my I have lost my passion for chasing. I've lost my passion for storms. It was very, very evident on Friday's stream. I barely spoke the whole entire time, which, granted, I was in a very, very bad headspace on Friday. So I honestly probably should have just ended the stream, but I'm kind of glad I kept it up, because with the headspace I was in, yeah. But yeah, I've lost my passion. Honestly, I've lost some interest. Like, it really took a lot for me to get me out the door to go chase this last week, and I kind of wish I wouldn't have. But it's very, very difficult losing my passion for the one thing I'm, like, super passionate about. And, like, yeah, I have other hobbies, I have other enjoyments in life, but the one main one has, like, sucked the joy, sucked everything out of me to be able to kind of focus on those other ones. Weather has just consumed so much of my life, so much of my time, that I haven't been able to focus on other stuff that also brings me happiness and everything. So yeah, that's really long answer, but the short answer is, right now I don't know if I will ever get back to the point with storm chasing and live streaming that I once was at. If I get out, my plan is to not live stream it, not hardly post any social media updates around it, more so just focus on photography. I don't even know about videography. I do want to focus more on my photography side of things. So would probably, just focus on that. Honestly, what sounds really good if I was to get out for a storm like tomorrow is just blasting some music, chasing it, not having the worries, not having the stress of worrying about the live stream, worrying how it's doing, worrying about donations, worrying about signal, worrying about all that stuff, because that takes a huge toll on me as well. Like, I knew it was going to be a job coming into this, but I don't necessarily think I realized how difficult it was going to be to manage and balance a lot of different things, because a lot of the chases I haven't been able to enjoy the storm myself. I've been worried about the live streaming and things of those regards. So I myself, I haven't been able to enjoy the storm, enjoy what's going on. Let me get caught back up on some comments before I kind of continue. I guess feel free to ask any questions if you have any. Obviously, please keep it respectful and everything. But yeah, let me get caught up on some comments. Haley 2.0 seems to be a part of the breaking point. Anyway, since I've watched that, yeah, you're spot on, DJ. Unfortunately, thank you, Michelle, for that. Yeah, I mean, just earlier today, I had to go get my my brakes changed on my vehicle because they apparently quickly went out on the drive home from chasing this week. Sounded like a really bad grinding sound. Turns out it was metal on metal. So I was like, crap, I need to go get that looked at. So anyways, that got changed a little bit ago. But yeah, ever since losing Haley 2.0, I mean, obviously it's made it a lot more difficult. My 2012 Ford Fusion, Haley 1.0, she's at 220,000 miles. She cannot drive all over the United States, and it's my only vehicle left. I need a daily driver, because with what I was doing, like, I needed her to do Spark deliveries, and I can't afford to lose my last vehicle. So yeah, Haley 2.0 was kind of a big breaking point. Not having her to, use. That's why I wanted to get a second vehicle when I started this whole ordeal. So yeah, unfortunately, you are right. It sucked. It sucked big time. Let me get back up on chats here. Once again, thank you guys. Thank you again, Roll Girl and James, for you guys' super chats. You definitely didn't have to. Nobody has to. I do greatly appreciate it. And I appreciate all the supportive comments. I mean, everything's been super supportive so far, which has really helped out on my mindset. It took me a while to type up that post today, and I was worried how it was going to be perceived, what people's thoughts and what people were going to say about it. But thankfully, so far, everybody's been super supportive. So I greatly appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. It helps out tremendously. Which part of that's a me problem. I care too much what others think. I am in Wichita, Kansas. Night. Okay, there's the rich thing. Watch a lot of chasers. I have let them weed themselves out. Chasing seems like it is cutthroat within itself. Yeah, it is. You're exactly right. Whole concept of chasing is kind of weird to you. It's such a huge swath of land to cover. Yes and no. Little girl, you need to quit making so much noise, please. It is kind of a weird thing is kind of weird. I can kind of admit that, but that's why forecasting comes in, so you can hone in on your chase target. And most of the time, the risks are relatively kind of small. Yeah, I mean, to Robbie's comment, yeah, I mean, even the bigger streamers rely off viewer support and everything. Yeah, there was lots of positivity coming out of this, Brittany. And like for me too, like into those points, I know I've mentioned it plenty of times in the past, but I made a lot of sacrifices. Like I took a little propane grill with me. I would buy stuff from Walmart, which like that was kind of a lot of money in of itself. But yeah, I would like try to cut down on the fast food or like restaurants that I would eat at. I would sleep out of Haley 2.0 when I had her, made a bed in there so I could save on hotels. Like I tried to cut corners wherever I could to save money. And essentially, you know, make your guys' donations and everything go so much further. Do I know the guy who recorded the Ellie F5? No. Yeah, we do need another steak grill stream. Maybe I'll do that next weekend if the weather's nice. Jody, good to see you. Thank you for taking me on road trips to the U.S. and seeing some of the crazy weather. Much appreciated from Australia. Thank you so much, Jody. What's up, Dylan? There are a lot that can make or break a chasing channel: attitude, mod, storm success. It's all factors in. Yeah, and I feel like we've done great on pretty much all that. Yeah, some days, you know, especially the last few days, the storms haven't quite gone our way, but this is just a major shout out to the mods from the channel. They don't get thanked or appreciated enough, but they do incredible work, and could not have done everything that I've done without them, which it kind of sucks because they know this, but I feel like I've let them down. I feel like I've let a lot of people down, including myself. Michelle, grateful to have found your channel. Mental health and finances are good reasons to take a storm chasing break. Yeah. I wish money wasn't a thing. Like, make everybody's lives so much easier, but. Catherine, appreciate you. Love your my photography. Okay, I'm pretty much kind of caught up. Yeah. Derek, hi Tyler. If you don't mind the advice from an old fart who has gotten to the same point in other hobbies, one thing that is crucial for anyone who has really strong passions, hobbies, where's the second part? Oh, there it is. Must look inward to decide how much of your activities' expectations come from your perception of what others think is a satisfying experience. I think I know what you're saying with that, and I would have to agree. I have a lot of standards for myself. A lot of that's like imposter syndrome, and just like the way I want things to go, how I view success for myself and my channel and everything. And so that puts a lot of pressure on myself. And I'm also... Can you stop shaking the bag, please? I'm also the type of person that's not going to hype up something. Please. I'm also the type of person that's not going to hype up something that's not personally bringing me satisfaction. Unfortunately, a lot of other channels, chasers, do that. I don't know how they do it, honestly, because if I'm seeing something that's not satisfying like my inner soul, and I've talked about this plenty of times before, I can't hype it up and act like I'm enjoying it or acting like it's incredible or just freaking out about it. Like, that's just not me. And I'm, you know, there's been a couple chases where I've tried to do that, and I could not do it. I cannot do it. I don't know how some of these people do it. If I'm seeing something that's beautiful that I love and appreciate, I'm gonna make it known. If I'm seeing something that does not interest me, or that looks like trash on a radar, doesn't interest me, I'm gonna make that known as well. So okay, let's try to get caught back up on these comments again. Sarah, I think it's admirable to see this and put words to it, and now you can work on healing and getting yourself back to where you feel more comfortable with how you're spending your time and money. Yes, appreciate you being here. DJ, I hope no one takes anything I'm saying as trolling or mean. I am certainly not, and I don't think the mods are either. You've been around for a while. You speak it like how it is, and I respect that. I respect you. I respect your membership. Appreciate you. I appreciate your membership and everything. Unfortunately, that is a hard truth to kind of accept, but I know mods could see it a while ago. I want to think I could see it. I certainly felt different after losing Haley 2.0, but I think I just tried to suck it up and push forward. Anybody want an ice pack? Yeah, Dylan put a lot of work into that vehicle. Taking social media and streaming out of it, but keeping your friend contacts will make things so much easier to manage too. Yeah, I kind of miss the good old days, I guess, of... I mean, I've streamed for like years, but back then I wasn't as serious about it. But I do kind of miss the days of not really having to worry about the stream and just being able to kind of do me while I'm out there. So once again, I'm sure I'm going to get out for some chases here and there. And I hope to still put out YouTube content and Facebook content and stuff like that, but it's definitely not going to be on the level that what it once was. I'm basically going to try to do things that bring me happiness, because this kind of just goes into like not necessarily being happy when I've been out chasing, because I've had to focus so much on the live stream that some chases I rarely even take out my camera and take pictures, and then I don't have that for later on to use. Bonnie, I'll get to your question here in a little bit. Somebody tell me not to forget about that question from Bonnie. that was a really fun stream, Tim. Cooking a steak on the side of a road when a storm was approaching me. Hey, William, great to see you. From Sarah, I think if you're doing it without the finances dependent on it and the social pressure, it'll be a lot more fun for you again. Maybe not, and that is okay too. Self-awareness comes with age. Yeah, it's I feel like I'm just repeating a lot of the same points, but okay, you gotta be quiet though. If you're gonna stand here, you gotta be quiet, please. Man, I hate when I'm reading a comment and then it's automatically like scrolls. Yeah, it's been a very, very difficult line to drive because, you know, I went full time with it, so I kind of had no other options but to you know, try to do stuff that would generate income and everything. but yeah, it was difficult to balance and manage. Yeah, Dylan, I agree with you. Reed's excitement is awesome. However, there's times where it is a bit much. I'll be honest. No, like attacking him or anything, because Reed's a great guy. I've met him multiple times. Wouldn't necessarily like consider him a friend because I don't like have his number or anything, but I've met him multiple times. He's always been nice to me. He's always been good to me. But sometimes I'm like, Reed, like, calm down, dude. Like, but yeah, I appreciate your comments, Sarah, and of course everybody else as well. And again, oh, sorry, I thought that was Rule Girl again. Gina, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm a little bit late to that. Yeah, and like honestly, I'm surprised at how many viewers this stream has had and how well this stream is doing. Because some streams probably haven't done all that good because I haven't clickbait things. I haven't made like clickbait thumbnails and whatnot, because I don't believe in that. But you're fighting an algorithm. You're fighting everybody else doing it. Okay, stop, please. You're fighting the algorithm. You're fighting everybody else doing it, and if you don't do some things, your stream's not going to do that well, and that's been the case for me sometimes, and it sucks. So honestly, I'm kind of surprised the stream has kind of done this well, because there's not really clickbait to it. The title's pretty basic, and it kind of is what it is. But again, I do sincerely appreciate everybody from the bottom of my heart. Once again, this has just been super difficult. It's something that I've wrestled with for a long ass time, and here we are. But yeah, I try to keep everything as real as I can. I try to be honest, open, respectful, appreciative, and yeah. Yeah, Catherine, the time that my camera fun fact, that was into my point of some of the successful chases are exhausting and difficult because will you hand me that big print that's over there? The big one? No, the one behind it. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so this day from August in South Dakota, incredible day, absolutely incredible. But capturing this image, I broke the lens that day, and that was devastating because I couldn't afford it. But I saw this incredible thing, and I got that. So yeah, even on the successful days, there's hardships and downfalls. You're not, sir. Still my chair. Alright, get up. Get up. Don't care if you chase, but better get some kayak fishing videos. You know, that goes into it. Another point I'll probably get into here shortly. Well, not probably. I will get into here shortly. I like almost get caught up on comments and then it loses my spot. I appreciate you, Sky. Fishing vids a must. Alright, hold on. We're gonna do something. We're gonna start a poll. Another channel. That'll hopefully help out with making that decision for that. You really just scooched yourself on up, didn't you? Uh, Derek, also remember that any changes you make do not represent a failure, just a learning experience. That's something that I'm still trying to keep at that mindset. I was doing this, I was trying to prove to myself. I was also trying to prove to somebody else. All around, I was just trying to prove to so many different people and everything. And some days I feel great. Some days I don't beat myself up too much. Other days it's the complete opposite. Other days I feel like I'm an utter failure. Because I hate to say this, but a lot of the negative thoughts and stuff that I was having on Friday was, Friday's stream did terrible. Why that is, I don't really know. I mean, I partly know I wasn't really seeing anything cool or interesting, so I get it. But the whole day on that stream, I had like 20 to 30 viewers, which with being full time, that's not going to cut it and everything. So imposter syndrome was really getting the best of me during that stream. And I was just thinking like, wow, nobody wants to watch me. Nobody likes me, stuff like that. Like I felt that many different times just because I have terrible imposter syndrome. In the photography and storm chasing community, there is so many talented, incredible people, and I like to think that I'm not competing with them, but at the end of the day, you are. So that has been difficult over time. Off topic, but your 7-year-old daughter is love watching your niece. Only way to win is to be dishonest in a way. Yeah, that's not me. That's not me. Roll for drama. You must have had. Did you have a previous name? You were one of the first storm chasers I saw. You should take care of yourself. Burnout is real, and you need to maintain your energy for other things. Completely agree. Oh my gosh. These comments, when I get caught up, then it scrolls away from where I was at. Okay. Hail and place? You were good on cam and genuine person. Maybe you should do IRL walking videos showing your locality. Maybe. I think Wichita's boring though. But that's just me. William, that's the unfortunate part, is how much algorithm plays into it. There was probably over a year without streaming because I just wanted to enjoy my passion more. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Hey Richard, great to see you again, my friend. Fly fishing I've actually never done. I want to try fly fishing though. Dylan, I want to keep this. I want to keep SCTK Storm Chase with Tyler Kurtz. I want to keep it separate. Because if I just feel like if I change this channel, like subscribers are gonna tank anyways. From this, well, not necessarily tank, but subscribers are gonna go down from this. What's going on anyways? Over time, it's gone down a little bit, but it's just gonna continue to go down over time anyways. But I would like to just keep everything separate because what's to say 6 months down the road I'm in a better place mentally, and I decide to get back at this, and then I gotta start a storm chasing channel from scratch basically. So I don't want to potentially be flip flopping back and forth between what exactly is on this channel and what's not. So I think it'd be easier just to create a second channel. Absolutely not a failure. Be kind to yourself. Think about what you tell your daughter. If she was feeling like a failure, you're human. We appreciate your openness. Once again, I appreciate you being here. David, you already have a YouTube channel with subscribers, so you can definitely look into some other types of live streaming, at least part-time. Potentially. That's going to be another decision that I have to make, because I've been thinking about creating a second channel for like the gardening, fishing, kayaking, outdoor stuff for a while. It's just, I mean, I wouldn't look at that channel as like a full-time job per se, because obviously it's not going to be. And if I did, I would just end up in the exact same place that I did with storm chasing. But if I do create a second channel for it, like, of course I'm going to worry about how many views the videos are getting, how many views the live streams are getting, how many subscribers the channel has, the channel growth, like all of that stuff. So I'm a little bit worried about that, and I feel like in some aspects it will take away the joy and passion that I have for those other things, like worrying about recording the content for that stuff, because I already worry about that stuff with the storm chasing. But yeah, it's just another decision that I kind of have to debate and decide.
I'm squished.
Just my thought about the mental hurdle. The only person you have to face at the end of every day is you. Your only competition is yourself. Yeah. Unfortunately, you are your own biggest enemy or nightmare, or whatever the saying is, and that's super true for myself. Super indecisive. Just question everything. Okay, can you please get down? You're moving around way too much. I want you to lay there and take a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube's also just really weird with the notifications and everything. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been saying too, Dylan. Great thing about this is weather will never stop, and you can always come back. That's kind of what I'm potentially hoping is the case. But yeah, honestly, like, you know, yesterday how I felt is different than how I felt today, so I'm sure that's just gonna flip flop over the time comes, and it's probably gonna take a while to find myself, I guess, and figure out exactly what I want to do. One day I may feel great about a decision, and the next day I might be questioning it, or heck, even just a few hours after that. But yeah. Derek, Tyler, if you take a break, feel better, and return to the same mindset, you will end up in the same conundrum. There we go. I definitely agree with you. Thank you, Meow. I appreciate you. The family question. Okay. Brittany or one of the mods, can you like copy paste that or something so I don't have to scroll up and lose where I'm at now? Would appreciate it. Trying to think of like other things that I was thinking about before the stream that I kind of wanted to address. I guess I'm probably just gonna have to like go back through that whole entire post again and see if there's anything. Yeah, this is my niece, everyone, by the way. Not my daughter or anything. This is my niece. I do not have a wife or kids. While I wait for that question to get copy pasted or whatever, I'm gonna try reading back through my post kind of quickly and seeing if there's anything else that jumps out to me, because I know I'm missing so much that I wanted to kind of talk about and address. And I apologize if I'm just repeating a bunch of stuff. I guess if anybody wants to ask any questions from that post or anything, maybe that'll be a way to go about it. Just so it's readily available there for everybody to go read and whatnot. I guess right away, another thing that I would like to make about that post is it's very difficult to manage kind of personal life and also the life that I have here on YouTube and everything. Like, I know I go live quite a bit later than everybody else on Storm Chases days, but that's because, like, live streaming just exhausts me so much sometimes. And I, like, when I drive, I just like listening to music and jamming out. Like, I don't want to have to worry about a live stream before, like, 3 hours ahead of storms. Like, I don't want to have to try to figure out a way to entertain for 3 extra hours or 4 extra hours or whatever the case may be. But it's just exhausting trying to find time for everything. It was exhausting trying to find time to spark in the downtime, hang out with friends, worry about channel postings, channel videos, channel live streams, and everything. I appreciate that, Bernie. Okay, to the Discord. All right, hold on. I'm 26. I would love to capture the type of stuff that Pecos Hank does and do the type of videos that he does. I would love that. Like, that dude is incredible. I love his work. Oh, a chase partner most definitely would. Like the other day when my best friend Tristan was with me chasing, like, oh, that helped out so much. Yeah, like if I could, once again, this is just money. Well, also, like, my best friend Tristan, he has a wife and a kid, so that's a lot more difficult. But, like, if I could just nab him and use him and have him as my driver, everything, it would be so much better. It'd be so much better. Okay, to the Discord. Okay, to Bonnie Springer, if you're still here, hopefully you're still here, to finally answer your question, sorry it's taken so long. Can I tell you about my family? Seems like you're a very good man and must love your family. Yes, I love my family to death, obviously. Hey, Lana, I love you. Do you love me? Sometimes. What do you think? What do you think about me storm chasing? Tell the people what you think about me storm chasing.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know.
Because you've called me when I've been out sometimes, and you're like, "Why are you storm chasing?"
Oh.
Oh. You're crazy. Yeah. To answer your question, love my family to death. Honestly, I don't spend enough time with my family's all over the place. I have a aunt in Alaska. I have family in Ohio. Most of my family is in Ohio. My mom, my stepdad, my stepsister, of course, my niece. One of my stepbrothers is down here. 2 of my stepbrothers, Arkansas, I believe. But yeah, my mom, my stepdad, my dad are all in Wichita. Honestly, I don't go see my dad as much as I should. You know, life's just busy. Before I moved to Nebraska, I really miss the routine my father and I had and everything. I would basically go see him like every Sunday and everything. Honestly, even at my parents' house, my mom and my stepdad, I don't necessarily like, well, not necessarily. I don't hang out with them as much as I should, but it's kind of just been like the mindset and how I felt for a while. But also just like over the years, I think it's just kind of who I am. Like, I do relatively just kind of mind my own business. I kind of just do what I do. Unfortunately, in my family, there's a lot of drama, and well, both of my families actually, like my dad's side and my mom's side. So I don't care to be involved in the drama. I don't really care to hear about it. It's just like extra stuff for me. But end of the day, I would do anything for the people that I love and everything. But yeah, I mean, my parents definitely raised me right. My mom and my dad raised me right. Or at least I like to think, even though they got divorced at a very young age for me. That was very difficult for me. But they stayed in touch. Each of them went to sporting events when I was growing up and whatnot, and they were they still stayed in contact and everything with each other for me. They've taught me a lot of really good things. That it's why I am who I am today. So appreciate that question. But yeah, back to the chase partner thing. Like, it's very difficult because I've been taken advantage of. Hold on. I've been taken advantage of, and it's hard to find somebody trustworthy and everything. That's why, like, I pretty much only ever chase with my best friend. If whenever he's able to chase and everything. What? Okay, go eat. Go eat.
Are you gonna eat?
Not right now. I'm not hungry.
I'll stay right here until you eat.
Go eat.
No.
Go eat.
I'm not hungry.
Yes, you are.
I'm not hungry.
Go eat. Go eat, or I'm gonna go tell Papa.
I already had dinner.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, I'm not eating. I'm not hungry.
I'm not hungry either.
Yeah, you are.
No, I am not.
You just said you're gonna go eat.
No, I said you gonna eat. And I had pizza at my birthday party.
Your birthday's not for another month.
I mean, one of my friends' parties.
Ah.
So I'm eating.
Seb, bonjour. Great to see you. Man. Hey, I always have to pee, Bonnie, so I'm always stopping too. But yeah, like, I try my best to be, like, because you also have to, like, you got to stand out in different ways. Like, there's only one reed timmer. There's a lot of copycat reed timmers out there. But you got to try to find a way to stand out. And, I probably do stupid, funny stuff in times that I shouldn't on chases. But I always try to, like, entertain as well. And I try to be different, because you kind of have to, like, stand out and make your own brand, make your own whatever you want to call it. I can't think of words to kind of make it your own. So yeah, I try to do stupid, funny stuff. I try to keep it real. Actually, not try. Well, sometimes I keep it real. I don't necessarily sugarcoat things. But yeah. Anywho, please feel free to keep the questions coming. I wish I could remember a lot of my different bullet points. I've probably touched on like a couple of them on a couple of my tangents, rants, whatever you want to call them, but definitely not like how I had hoped to. I think there's only a couple people in the world that can like truly feel how I'm feeling, and one of them is my buddy who I talked with before the stream, which maybe he's watching. So if you are, hey man, I appreciate you and the phone call. But yeah, I mean, there's probably quite a few chasers that have felt the same way, or similar ways. But I know my buddy that I talked to, he feels the exact same way. Now what are you eating? What is that?
Candy.
Candy? What is it?
Laffy Taffy.
A Laffy Taffy. What flavors?
A mystery.
Oh, it's a mystery. What's the mystery?
It's like a strawberry, blueberry.
Yeah, it looks like strawberry blueberry. They barely gave you any blueberry though.
Well, the blueberry's inside of it.
Oh. But I guess one other point that I did want to, well, I don't know if this is really a point, but to all the members that are here and that have been members for over the time, we've had some members that have been members for over a year, I believe. Let me go double check that. But to all the members, and this is going to include mods in this too, but to all the members and everything, you guys are incredible. I sincerely can't thank you enough for all your financial support, and even not a lot of it's just not even financial support either. It's just, you know, the mod, like I said, this is why this includes the mods, because the mods started out as members, or majority of the mods started out as members, supporters of this channel, and you know, kind of worked their way up, and that's why they're a mod and everything. And it's just like the friendships as well out of that. It's really just the community aspect overall, like just a fantastic community. The longest, where's membership? So yeah, I just appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys have watched the video that I put out for you earlier, because I understand if like people want to cancel their membership and everything, since I won't be out chasing. But I also understand if people want to keep it. But I will try to like do my best to keep members only content coming, and maybe some of that's with my other passions like gardening, fishing, kayaking, stuff like that. But I also have like a lot of storm content over the year that I could go make new videos on or whatever. I'm sure there's other weather projects that I could work on. I started one a while ago, but I haven't made progress on it anytime soon. But yeah, I appreciate your guys' membership and being there for me. But our longest active members, let's see here, see my members, 22 months. 22 months is the almost 2 years. Wow, almost 2 years. 22 months, 20 months, 18 months, 14 months, 14 months, so on and so forth.
What time is it?
It is 6:50. Yeah, I will still, so I am going to be attempting to take a social media break. So Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, which I like never get on Instagram, so that one's not that big of a deal. But yeah, like all the main social medias, I am going to be attempting a social media break. Plenty of different reasons for that. Obviously a big one regarding weather, so I don't see weather stuff when I'm trying to kind of temporarily disassociate myself from weather, from storm chasing, from seeing stuff, so I don't get too bummed and depressed about missing things. So yeah, that'll start probably here in the next couple hours before I go to bed. I also am just like addicted to social media. I'm all the time on my phone and everything, and I don't like it. But yeah, big reason is because of weather, so I don't have to see all that stuff. But I will still be I will still be keeping my Discord and being active on there with those of you that are in the Discord, of course, the mods and stuff. But yeah, join the Discord to keep further up to date, I guess. And I'll still keep YouTube as well. I'll still be watching YouTube videos and whatnot, and maybe occasionally posting something, depending on what it is. Can we have a compilation of funny moments while chasing? I would love to make something like that. I honestly probably don't have many things, if at all, recorded from funny things. Maybe I could, a couple of the mods or something could go back through live streams and pull stuff off of the live streams, because that's probably where my best bet is going to be getting funny stuff. I don't have, right off the top of my head that I can think of, I don't think I have like anything necessarily too funny recorded directly on a camera or SD card or whatever. Have I ever seen my content stolen or reposted? Once, I believe, from this YouTube account. It wasn't like super important footage. It was honestly footage of my dog that kind of pissed me off. I'm sure my footage has been stolen in more places. I just haven't seen it or anything. I used to have a dog until a situation. Wrong turns per chase guesses. Dang it. What I'll miss most about chasing, probably what? I'm getting overstimulated. Love her to death, but I'm getting overstimulated. What I'll miss most is kind of a couple different things. Just like being out on the road, traveling, getting to see a bunch of different things and everything. But also just like seeing epic supercells and tornadoes whenever I do see them. One second, guys. What is up with your demonic growling? I'm sorry. I know she's cute. I'm overstimulated though. I'm trying to like be serious and everything. No, I don't need to end the stream yet. It's just I feel bad. I know she misses me. Like she's kept me from crying though, which is good. Or like breaking down, but oh my god, it's just. I'm sorry. It's just the peaking distracting me, the chair moving, like I'm overstimulated. I get overstimulated real easily. Yeah, I'm really just trying to think of a lot of the other like talking points that I was thinking of before going live. I've addressed all of them. I think hopefully I know the big one is like, are you quitting storm chasing? And I've answered that a couple different times. Unfortunately, I really don't know. I can hopefully say for certain that there's going to be less live streams this year. But yeah, I definitely still want to keep the members active and engaged. I would still like to do things with the members, for the members and everything. But yeah, honestly, like, I'm just going to be, like, I'm not thrilled to go back to IT. Thankfully, this IT job is not help desk. Thankfully, it's not that. So that should help out a lot. But, like, I'm gonna be exhausted from the job. Like, my sleep schedule is messed up. It probably always will be. Oh yeah, she loves to be on camera, by the way. She loves my microphone and she loves to be on camera. Because anytime I'm not live or anything and she comes back here, my mic is usually like hanging over here, and she'll just like grab the mic and start singing into it. She loves the mic. And then sometimes when like I'm recording YouTube or videos for YouTube or whatever, she's like, I want to be on camera. Or like I'll have Discord up, and I keep forgetting she's old enough to read, so she can read the Discord and stuff. She's like, can we say hi to all your fans? And I'm like, I'm not live streaming right now. So yeah, she loves the attention. Oh, I'm sure she wants to be like a YouTuber or whatever herself. I hear that a lot of from, like, I've heard that from school talks I've done. Like the teachers like, oh, they say they want to be a content creator, blah 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 blah. But yeah. Anyways, what was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, like I'm gonna be exhausted from the full-time job now. Yeah, we probably could have game night sometimes. Her name is Alana. But yeah, I do want to. I would like to. This kind of goes back into like the second channel or rebranding this channel or whatever. Like, I don't know exactly what I want to do yet, but I'm gonna buy a kayak here soon because I love kayaking and I want my own kayak. And it's been a while since I've kayaked besides my friend's kayak, like last weekend or the weekend before that. But I want to get my own fishing kayak that has like pedals on it and stuff. Has all the fishing stuff already set up. I want to do fishing on a kayak. I think the kayak that I'm looking at already has like rail spots. That way I can add like my GoPro. I think I'd have to figure out how to add my Insta360 camera. But like I want to do cool content like that. Like I would like to travel to different lakes in Kansas and sometimes fish, sometimes just do a kayak, show off the cool scenery, stuff like that. So like content like that. And then just like fishing content kind of, even though I kind of suck at fishing. I'm not taking her on a vacation. Plus I don't have time to go on any more vacations since I have the full-time job. So yeah, like, I don't know. I'm so conflicted on with what I want to do. Super conflicted. Nonetheless, like I said, like, even if I wasn't feeling as down and depressed and mentally exhausted, physically exhausted as what I am, like, I would have to be taking a step back anyways because of the debt. So yeah, stupid blackjack app. We've got Afton, El Dorado, Augusta. We've got plenty of lakes around here. Wilson Lake up by Salina. That one's really neat. That one kind of reminds me of the sandhills of Nebraska. Cheney, if there's even water in that. Never know, you might be out fishing and camping and everything will just fall into place again. That would be nice. I hope to get a kayak soon because I think a weekend in the water or on the water, on the water. I think like I went fishing last weekend. I think it was last weekend anyways. Well, okay, I guess it would have been like 2 weekends ago now because we're in, yeah, it would have been like last weekend, like the last weekend in March. Went fishing and a little bit of kayaking with my buddy because my buddy has a kayak, and it felt great being out on the water in the kayak. Fishing kind of sucked that weekend. We didn't really catch a whole lot, and then like the weather didn't help out. Like storms rolled through. It was really windy all weekend, but it felt amazing. It felt really good because like I used to fish like all the damn time. I used to go fishing like all the time, and I've missed it for years. It's something that I've wanted to get back into. So I have been thinking this the past few weeks is like, man, I really want to go fishing like every single weekend or at least every other weekend this year, or this summer, this spring, this summer, whatever. But also like get the kayak. But I want to do a lot like gardening too. Like next weekend I'll probably go buy peppers and tomatoes, or if they have peppers. I know that they have tomatoes out already, but I want to buy peppers. Like I want to make homemade salsa. I want to just have like fresh vegetables and stuff. Like I love gardening. I used to garden a while ago, a few years ago, when I lived in Udall. That was fun. But yeah, just like these other things that I've put on the back burner for all these years because storm chasing was like my main focus. But I really do appreciate everybody saying do whatever I need to do. However, once again, this is just kind of me, but like there's still pressure. There's still pressure like on myself, I believe, because like unfortunately I'm gonna watch the subscriber numbers, and like that's just me. I watch that stuff, and then like I just feel like over time I'm gonna get forgotten about, or like let's say like 6 months down the road I come back, like are people still gonna want to watch me? Like I know it's just like self-doubt thing, but like there's just a lot of pressure with it too. Like I think a lot of that comes with like I feel like I'm letting everybody down as well. Yeah, it's just difficult. But this is something that I certainly need to do. I really just have to push those thoughts and feelings to the side because at this point, it's going to a spot I would not like it to get to. So I wish it didn't have to come to this. Like I get kind of so jealous of like I don't want to name drop or anything, and like I'm not trying to talk shit on other chasers or whatever. Like I respect a lot of chasers and everything, but it's just frustrating how some of these people have made it, and like I just feel like some of these people aren't all that genuine, and they just look at their viewers as money, not people. And I don't do that. I try to interact with every single name, every single person that I see in chat. I treat you guys as people, not an object. And I just feel like some of these other people don't do that, and yet they're making it. So good. Inspiring wife and you to get back into fishing. I mean, I for people to hit that like and subscribe to during chases, which I mentioned earlier. Like I feel guilty about at times, because like some of that stuff like you have to do, and that I've been more okay with. But yeah, it's difficult for us smaller streamers, that's for sure. And it just sucks because like AccuWeather had that multimedia journalist position a while ago, and I beefed up my resume, and I really thought I could get that, and like that would have solved a lot of my issues for chasing, like in regards to the financial aspect, and then didn't even really ever hear back from them. Just the job posting is no longer there, so. But that would have set me up. I mean, I would still have a lot of the struggles that I do, but unfortunately, this all it all basically kind of started because of the debt. It just kind of one thing after the other piggybacks off one thing, yeah. So, and like this is also just kind of self-doubt, but there might be some people out there that are watching this portion or whatever and thinking I'm like trying to beg for donations, and that's not the case. I'm trying to tell people how it is. Like at this point, for this stream or in the near future, like I would rather not get donations. I'm starting a full-time job tomorrow, so I'm set there. Like it's hopefully not going to be that big of a worry anymore. I'm just trying to tell you how it is. But yeah, there's been a lot of chases where I unfortunately don't make like anything. So if I was breaking even every single chase, that would help out a lot, obviously. Because there's so many costs. There's just so many costs associated with storm chasing. Like Starlink is $150 a month. AT&T, if I use that, is, well, at one point that was way more, but I went back to a prepaid plan. There's I pay for radar, which I canceled one of my radar subscriptions. The other one's yearly, $10 a year, so whatever. But radar, gas, different software stuff, like just all sorts of things. It's just everything just adds up. Food. I am self-taught. I have a college degree, but not anything weather related. All right, see you later, Dylan. But yeah, nonetheless, like, I don't know, just my life just, I know I'm repeating a lot of stuff, and I probably should just wrap this stream up here shortly, but over the last 7 years, because 2028 will be 10 years, yeah, so over the last 7 years, my life has just evolved so much around weather, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's exhausting chasing it. It's exhausting not being able to chase it and having the fear of missing out and seeing everybody else catch incredible things when you have to sit back. Or, I mean, it's also exhausting being out chasing in like the last few days, because like this was somewhat of the downfall of the last few days. But the Lake City, Arkansas tornado that day, I was 1 hour, like roughly an hour away from it. I could not get out ahead of the storm and drop south to catch it. So it's like you're out there on a big day and you're that close away. Sometimes you can be even half a mile away or a mile away and miss it, and that tears with you. So I mean, yeah, a lot of other people had that issue or had very similar issues this week, but once again, it kind of goes back into my other point that like those people had a ton of viewers watching and just are way better off supported than unfortunately what I am. So their frustrations and losses from that day hurt a lot less. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that day, like, I was beating myself up a little bit, but I wasn't even expecting to chase that day anyways, and I was like, I'm just going to salvage whatever I can since I stayed out way too late the night before chasing tornado warnings in Kansas and going to bed at like 3:30 in the morning, and didn't even set an alarm, so I just got up whenever I got up and somehow like somewhat got out there in time. But so yeah, I wasn't even planning on chasing that day anyways. I just decided to because I was like, if I don't get my butt out the door right here and now, like, I'm not gonna want to chase the next 2 days. So it is kind of like a it is what it is situation, but at the end of the day, like, it does sting because that footage from Lake City, Arkansas was just incredible. I mean, that's minus the damage, it's pretty much what all of us storm chasers dream of capturing. Hey Sly, how's it going? Let's see, is my camera still tracking me? I need to go to the restroom real fast. I do not have, I wonder, I might mess things up real quick, but hopefully not. I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna try going and copying my BRB scene from my other one.
Tornado. Wow, beautiful tornado underneath epic structure.
Okay, I don't think it's exactly correct, but okay, whatever. I'm just gonna use this one real quick.
Tornado. Wow, beautiful tornado underneath epic structure. Tornado warning.
potential or a tornado trying to form under that dust. Looks like it's got a like wispy little funnel. It's crazy, the rotation on those clouds. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna open up my office window real quick. Trying to think of. I think I've said pretty much everything I can say regarding the situation. So, trying to think of what else we could do for the stream. I kind of want to wrap it up, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Mods or anybody, do you have any ideas? I mean, we could probably do like a question answer type thing, I guess. I guess mods or anybody, just let me know if you have any ideas what we could potentially do for about the next like 30 minutes or so, maybe. Yeah. So, members, you're probably gonna. Whatever members and mods or whatever that were watching that hotel hot tub stream the other night, you're probably going to be a little bit upset with me, but I ended up not telling the front desk about that, and I just went to sleep, and obviously I was fine. That was a really funny thing. I was in the hot tub, so for all you that aren't members and didn't see that, I was in the hot tub. I didn't. I had water in there, like quite a bit of water, but I didn't have enough where, like, if I moved around, the jets would still be covered. So I went to go grab something off the nightstand, and water from the jets squirted all over a chair that was sitting next to the hot tub. It was so funny, so funny. So freaking funny. Like I have watched that like 3 or 4 times, and just crack up laughing and everything. It's 1:17 in UK. All right, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Take care. Have a great night. There was so much water. So much water. I don't think so. I need to probably go. I hope that chair dried out enough. Funny enough, there was literally a sign that says, like, if you mismanage this hot tub or whatever, and like the rooms below you get water damage, you will be charged or whatever. So hey, it didn't say anything about my room. It just said the rooms below me. So, but yeah, I'll have to remember to go check my credit card in a few days or whatever. Hopefully the chair dried out. I don't really know. I doubt they'll even notice it, honestly. But it was so funny. It was freaking hilarious. Yeah, in all fairness, the ceiling was leaking anyways, so like I can just blame it on that, I guess. But it was kind of scary because there was also a ceiling fan with a light above me. Well, not like above me. I mean, it was, but it was like to the left of the bed or whatever. But I had the light and the ceiling fan running, and I noticed that there was water dripping down through the ceiling fan through the light, basically, or like coming off the light. And I was like, let's see here if I'm gonna drown and possibly catch on fire. But obviously that didn't happen. But it was pretty funny. Sarah, one thing that seems like no one is doing, helping with chasing rig setup and the online stuff. You could consult for that and get paid for your experience and what you learned works. Honestly, that would be more of a King Tukas, King Butt is what we like to call him. King Tukas, which he's not in the stream right now, but he's one of the mods. He does all like this BRB scene. he did that. Like all the stream graphics, he did that. Majority of the thumbnails, he did that. So that's honestly more of a him thing. I don't really know much about it. I just let him do all of it. So that's kind of a him thing. I mean, some of the stuff, like I know basic stuff. Like I can get a stream from my phone to OBS to YouTube. Like that I can help out with and stuff. And maybe I go that route, but like some of that's like then which like I'm taking a break, so whatever. And a lot of people already have like very similar setup to me or whatever. Like I'm not the first one to do it. Well, I'm not the first one to do it. Certainly not the last, but like when I was still active, like that's basically helping out the competition. So, but yeah, King could do something like that. Should probably yeah, I probably should have disabled some of the Nightbot thing timers for this stream, but whatever. I do have Outbreak, although I don't really, video games just haven't really interested me lately. It does not need an update though, but maybe I probably should do like a, maybe not even just for members, but just like an Outbreak virtual storm chasing thing for the channel every once in a while, just to kind of check in with everybody and whatnot. Bernie, take care and do what you need to do. All the best, and we'll touch base from time to time to see what course you follow. Cheers, brother. It's been a ride. I appreciate you, Bernie. Thank you so much. The national park stuff was really fun. That stuff was a blast. I wish, like, once again, just like kind of somewhat negative thoughts, but I wish the streams and everything for that would have done better. But that trip was kind of at a terrible time too, with hurricanes ongoing or forming or whatever. So everybody was kind of focused on the hurricane, but we saw a lot of really cool stuff during that trip. Lots of really good fall colors and different national parks and just different parts of the United States that are absolutely beautiful. So I wish those streams would have done better, but for everybody that was there, like it was a really great time. Really great time. Man, I wish I had a PO box, honestly. I know somebody else does fan mail type stuff, but I would like to do fan mail stuff too. I don't really want to give out my parents' address to just everybody. PO boxes are unfortunately expensive. I've looked into it before, but I think it'd be cool to have like fan mail. Denied. Yeah, I'm certainly gonna miss the traveling too. That's a big aspect of it. So I wish I could just do more traveling trips. So there's so many places that I still want to go. I guess I'll end this poll. Mods, can you guys think of anything else to potentially talk about or do or whatever for next like 15 minutes or so? Once again, I guess also if anybody has any questions or anything, or I would say like words of encouragement, but I've gotten plenty of words of encouragement. It is greatly appreciated, because I'm still gonna wrestle with myself and everything for a while. I wish there was like a snap of a finger answer for everything. I wish you could figure things out like overnight. That would be great. I wish all problems could just be solved like instantly. Fortunately, that's not how life works, which in some ways I appreciate that that's not how it works, because, you know, going through hardships and everything, like granted I don't wish the headspace and mental struggles that I've been going through on anybody. But you know, it makes you who you are, and for that, I can be thankful for. I'm also a strong believer in everything happens for a reason. Why some of those reasons may happen, we don't know at the time being, but there's a bigger picture to it all, I guess, that one of these days we'll find out, or I like to think so. You can DM that to me on my Facebook or Discord, whatever really works. At least I've only teared up like a couple different times, because I really thought I would like be in tears at some point in time during this stream. I really wish I would have like made the bullet point list, because I still feel like I'm forgetting stuff, but obviously I think the most important stuff that was like heavily weighing on me I touched upon, so that's good. Streaming still? Can you give me like 15 minutes?
Why?
Because I need to wrap this up.
Why?
Because I do.
Why?
Because if you want my attention, then I gotta wrap this up in like 15 minutes.
If that's what your stream called.
Yeah, this stream was needed. Like I mentioned, like I didn't want to leave everybody kind of hanging on what's going on. I didn't want to kind of just drop that post and then kind of just that's it. And like I wish I could give you guys a straight up answer of what exactly is going to happen in the future, but again, I don't know. I mean, if it so happens to be, like, I'm sure I'll stream again at some point, like stream the chases or whatever. But if this happens to somehow be the end of the live storm chases, wow, what a ride it has been. Could not do it without all of you guys, all the subscribers, all the supporters. Lots of good moments, lots of good chases over the time, and yeah, it's just unbelievable, and it's also just heartbreaking.
What are you looking at?
I was looking at you.
Why?
Yeah, like Britt said, we love this community we've built, and again, thank you to all that sent the super chats during the stream. Greatly appreciated to still help out with the costs associated with the last few streams, even though I will have the full-time job, so I'll have that covered. Thank you, JL. Do you have your soccer ball still?
Huh?
Do you have your soccer ball still?
Yeah.
Go get it.
Okay. What?
Cause
Cause what?
I said.
Okay. Why?
Cause
Why do you want it?
I do.
Why?
Cause
What?
Cause
What?
Just go get it.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking of like national park stuff, I still just have these things chilling on my desk. Need to figure out what to do with them. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is unfortunately going to be the end of this live stream. I think I might just got her in trouble. She's being asked why she's getting this on her phone. Oh man. Alright. Take it everybody easy. Take it easy everybody. Again, thank you so much for your kind words, for understanding throughout this very difficult time for me. Appreciate you all so much. Hope to see you around again at some point here shortly. I'm gonna go kick the soccer ball with my niece. Oh, you got a pink one. Ah, heck yeah. It's kind of flat though. You need a new one.
That has poison on it.
Poison?
I'm just kidding.
Well, now your face has poison.
Nah.
Okay. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Tell them thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Okay. Take it easy, everybody.
What? How did I expect a balance out in my head?
Bye. Love you guys. Thank you. Seriously. Okay. Till next time.
Tornado. Wow, beautiful tornado underneath epic structure. Tornado warning.